first blood, let alone missing the first blood.
Yeah, probably not, considering the other heroes.
I guess first blood on the mid might be worth it. That's another great illusion that you see pub players make that mistake of picking skills to get first blood. It's like, take the skills that'll help you win the lane, because guess what? Winning lane's going to give you a hell of a lot more. Now Misha actually going to get pushed back pretty hard, forces Duraccio back into the lane and make some space for him. But they do end up with an even bounty spread. Seneko got both down bottom.
And then it looks like in terms of our laning matchup, currently Charlie and Saberlight are up top. So what's the play here? They're going to show Saberlight and Charlie? Because like Charlie wants this matchup and Saberlight does not. And Saberlight, oh right, they have the Chen. So they're just doing the pull down. So this way they can win the matchup no matter what. Bring both top and then rotate accordingly.
Chen just heads straight top. He's got a headdress. Headdress lives on.
So now Misha can just body block the small camp as the Death Prophet and start pulling waves, I guess. But it's only 2 heroes down here. They gotta try and get aggressive, but Duracio's so low. He's got 4 stacks on him. Gotta be careful.
Okay, make it back. Now Era might get turned on. Misha's here. It's a 3-on-2, a double silence. Era getting low, and that's a first blood for Misha. Saberlight working the trees.
You get it with that silence, dude.
Stun from Duraccio. There's no way they find this.
It's getting pretty damn close, so it's still going to force to the south. And they're going to get full control of the creep wave, pull it right back over to the ancient grave of the side shop. And Duraccio can get some easy farm to himself.
Denied.
How's our mid looking? Quap on Puck. Even again, surprise, surprise. And up top, Timber versus Troll. Certainly a nice lane for the Timber, but Charlie should get at least enough farm for this lane to be okay.
Yeah, Timber can do fine versus either the Beastmaster or the Troll, but he can like body the Beastmaster, whereas the Troll can still just like at least kind of play some Dota, you know?
Yeah. Committed to this aggro try though from Spirit.
Denied.
It's nice having the Hawk when you're playing against this trio right now, because the only way for them to get kills is if you get a little bit too greedy and they wrap on you. Now, mind you, once Yamich is level 2, this changes quite a bit. Because the shards will really mess things up, even potentially a snowball, depending on what the moment calls for. Silence. And they just keep body blocks on these camps as well.
Oh, mid. Wow, pretty epic battle there. Salve used by the Quap. Puck still waiting out the dagger.
Oh, they're on the Saberlight again, this time with the shards. It's a lot of damage, but it's stacking from Aaron. There, the silence comes into play once again. We'll stop the stacking of the poisons onto Yamich. That definitely helped him out.
Beastmaster.
Another Sal gonna need it. But Duraccio, look at all these creeps by the tower, and he's getting all this XP to himself too.
Nice.
Speaking of lots of XP, Malik's still completely alone up top here, not being zoned out at all, pulling some of the side camps there too. So once he hits level 6, which is going to be on the earlier end, that is going to be a scary moment for NIP. They might need to make some sort of a rotation before then.
God damn, dude, these boys do so much damage. Saberlight.
Too aggressive.
He's going to pay for this. The tag team is there. Yeah, he almost soloed Misha, but ended up being bait.
Yeah, just, you can't get too greedy in the 3-on-2. Even when it looks like an opportunity, it's just like numbers are king in Dota, especially in the laning stage. And they're going to make a rotation with Seneko to the mid lane to help secure this rune. Supreme is at the bottom one. Seneko's at the top. Aragon doesn't have the bottle yet, but Supreme does, so Aragon needs a... Look, he's trying to stop him being able to right-click it.
It's a good try.
He's got the click potential.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Use your body to block the rune.
It's genius. Just hit him with some armor on the way by.
Dire's courier
Shen's going to have a whole epic army for farming here. Dude, he's got the little priest. He's got the heal.
Yeah, Charlie got his courier up top. At least that's a little bit of a win versus that Timber Saw. But Charlie's out. He's just going to go cut the wave because level 5, he's worried about that level 6 popping for the Timber. And the Chen is just going to get out of there so the XP will start stacking up better for the Troll. So now he's down bottom for the 5-minute bounty rune fight.
Radiant's top tower
they should contest this river bounty rune, I think. With all the Chen creeps and everything, if anything, they could even go aggro with all the boars. Like, they should be getting both of these. And Supreme wants at least one of the ones up top, if not both. They're going for 4 bounty runes right now in NIP.
My thrift
and they're going to get it.
Looks like it's going to work out. Saberlight doing a lot of damage to Yamish, pushing him back.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nisha's here. Yamish blocked himself in. He tried to get a push. Still has to retreat. Ratio's down here. Urgon makes the rotation. Saberlight gets put to rest again.
It was a bait. He was like, I want him to stay.
And it is 3-1 for the runes. Malik does end up getting the one in the river on the Timber up top.
Oh yeah, Supreme didn't finish for it. He went right back to mid instead.
So still, even though it's 3-0 in
Dire's
hero kills,
top tower is under
NIP
attack.
actually take a very small gold lead. Charlie getting free farm now as he cuts the wave.
Dire
They're going to help us catapult wave mid too. They brought in the creeps and the coil.
They won Urgon. They're going to need a little bit more though. TP rotations, the silence, the stick. Urgon still alive, makes it back. Big rotations as they finish off some of these Chen creeps also.
Catapult's still going to work though, as Urgon has a bottle up in return. So it's going to get a good chip into the tower. But the next wave won't be here in time, so the catapult will
Radiant
fall.
structures
And they'll
are
just let it go with a
fortified.
regen rune now picked up as well here from Supreme. But Malik has completely taken over the top lane. Charlie, of course, also totally fine here. And the question will be, what can you do with this Timber Saw now, though? Can you make a rotation bottom and they get Saberlight?
Yeah, they'll find another kill on this Beastmaster. Tag team makes it nice and easy. But yeah, you're absolutely right. What do you do with this Timber now? He's getting all this farm. Getting his arcane boots up. At what point do you move him out of the lane?
Mid lane? Urgon getting low. Turns though, not scared.
Okay, here's the Timber making their first rotation. Out of mana.
So now, this is the thing about Timber, though, is that you generally really want to take your own tower first, right? And instantly the ping comes Supreme. He pinged the top tower. He said Timber's mid.
Denied.
And Charlie's been holding and cutting these waves the whole time. So now there's going to be a natural pressure going to the top. So now Team Spirit, with Malik coming mid, have to figure out what's our rotation plan for the top lane and what levels do we have to actually fight. Because our Tusk is only level 3. And he's pretty good at fighting under tower. But is that going to be enough? And our other support is a Death Prophet. Well, she can't do anything. So do they just forfeit this top tower now? Or are they going to try and rotate the CK up? And if you do that, then you don't keep this pressure on the bottom lane that you've been holding for so long.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Saberlight starts to recover, and it's all about securing farm for the CK anyway. They will jump in on to Simigo.
Dire's
Another
structures
kill
are
in favor of
fortified.
Spirit. 5-0
Dire's
now.
middle tower is under
And
attack.
it's actually that Tusk that's migrated up to the top lane. At the very least, soak a little bit of XP.
Well, the thing is that Supreme pinged that top tower, but Charlie, he got the wave moving that way, but then he just went back to the jungle because he doesn't feel confident enough to be that close to the tower, maybe worried about the potential catch because, it's not just the Tusk he's worried about, it's the Tusk secures any TP in and I might die. So this is working out pretty well for Team Spirit, considering the Timber did make that rotation and get the kill.
Yep, mid lane now, a little battle. Supreme versus Urgon. Should be fine for both sides. They'll just back out.
Radiant's middle tower
It was a good
is
read
under
from
attack.
Charlie, though, to cut the wave. Realizing that they were so committed bottom that he could get away with a whole bunch of free farm. Once the Timber gets to that point, that he'll start to bully him. The Troll is #1 on net worth now, so
yeah.
it's still working out for NIP. It looks bad because it's 0-5, but they're focusing on their economy, and that is paying off at least for now. Supreme has to drop a coil mid, still eats the ulti from Quap, trying to survive. Malik, he's got the chakra, will finish him off, but it does cost them Urgon. They'll go 1-for-1 on the mid laners. Malik with plenty of mana here, not an easy target to lock down. You can tell NIP just don't want to fight him.
Yeah, he is everything ready to, full HP, mana. He is completely fine with the situation, and they have brought everything to the mid lane but a Beastmaster. But Beastmaster, of course, loves empty lanes like this. And Saberlight's going to move up here and start trying to force some pressure onto this tower. Goes to the dig. Oh, he gets the... Oh, no, he got a salve. I was going to say, he's in the stash. He checked first.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, Puck's going to stay mid. Keep farming against the Timber. They have successfully made some space for the CK, though. Ratio down bottom in free farm heaven. Does want Armlet first. So, like usual, probably not going to fight too much more until that armlet comes out. Already 3-0 and 2 on the CK, though. Set him up pretty well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
going a lot
attack.
better in their last game. Yeah, the CK, that's for sure. The armlet is just like such a core item on this hero because of the way it functions with toggling it on and getting your illusions all jacked up.
Yeah, works well with the ult, and then
Dire's middle tower
straight
is
face
under
carry.
attack.
If you're good at using it, it's a very annoying item. Up top, though, we'll see a fight break out. Ratio. Pardon me for Chen. Clock gets 2 with the ultimate. Recoil comes down, though, and they just converge on Urgon. But Charlie very low as Malik tries to do as much damage as he can. Up to 6 stacks of poison from Arrow. Make it 7. Malik gets on at some point. Will it be enough damage, though? Now they've lost control. NIP still going for more as Duratio. He's not even in this fight. This is a 4v5. Duratio's down bottom.
But he also ulted down bottom, so it shouldn't matter, hopefully.
Oh, my. All right, there's the reconnect, but what a time to pause and take a look. Seneko hits him with the G. I don't care about your excuses, bud. Let's do this thing. He falls. We're up to 10 stacks now of poison. All of a sudden, Malik's pretty low. Is this Timber Saw
Radiant's
killable?
bottom tower is under attack.
Damn, how much damage did that do? Was it like
Dire's top
1,000
tower is under
shadow poison
attack.
damage?
Radiant's
I'm not
bottom
sure how
tower has
it
fallen.
works after you cap it out.
Now save wire. Being left behind, it seems. Ratio's made the rotation. And it is Spirit's fight.
I'll set you.
They certainly took some losses,
Dire's
though.
top
Look at
tower
the
is
recap.
under attack.
Yeah, it doesn't help us much.
You got hit for 700 from them.
That's not level 3. Okay.
Because it's 1024 when it's max stacks to multiply, right? Because like, you're supposed to pop it at 5, aren't you? There's no point stacking more.
Yeah, you're right. Holy shit. For some reason, I thought it had changed or something. There's no way Era could do that. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not. I'd have to think about it more to see why that would be worth it. But to me, that doesn't seem worth it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Twitch chat will let us know momentarily. Twitch, help us out here. Explain to me the value of stacking up 10 shadow poison charges. I was counting the number like it was really hype, and looking back, it's like, okay, we're still maxed out here.
Illusion!
I guess it just keeps it on so that you can control when the damage tick happens. It's like, wouldn't you rather just have 2 5-stack ticks instead of 1 10-stack? I don't know. Save me, Twitch. I need this. Well, kind of a weird game. My gut feels like this is good for Spirit. They've taken control. They're fighting very well with the
Dire's
CK.
bottom
Now
tower
4-0 and 2.
attack.
Still hasn't died. Armlet on the way out. But
Radiant's middle tower
I'm curious
is under
about the
attack.
map. It is literally just linear damage after 5 stacks. I can confirm you just get 50 more as if you're just hitting them again. So there's really no point. As far as I can tell, I have no good reason to keep them that high. I don't think we're missing something.
Right. Oh, Exorcism used. And they're just going to back out. They snap the Spirit Siphon. Yeah, you mean like when they get hit by the poison initially, you always take 50
Radiant's
damage
middle
regardless of
tower
stacks.
is under attack.
No, like the
Radiant structures are
hit.
fortified.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. And then, but there's also a stack damage of 50 as well.
Mm-hmm. But still, it's, yeah. The whole point of this spell is that it doesn't scale linearly as you get more stacks going. It jumps. The 1, 2, 4. It's not exponential.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Polynomial growth or some shit. I don't know.
Either way, stop getting 10 stacks. Is that what you're going with?
Radiant's top tower
Let's go with
is
that.
under attack.
Either way, it's 3-10 at 13 minutes, and
I did learn a fun fact about it, guys. The number is
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
it has no stack limit and can be stacked indefinitely.
TP out. He's good. Okay. That was weird. They sort of manned up on Saberlight, then went, actually, I don't know about this. You guys can keep the tower for now. I'll see you.
This game got a little funky in the past 5 minutes between that like giant fight at the top lane and the DC and the CK ulting bottom to take the tower. Things got a little
Radiant's middle tower is
But
under attack.
after all that chaos, everyone has ultimates. So we do now have this like support DP, right? She's ready to go for another exorcism soon. Our Tusk can start ganking people. I don't know if Gambit's got 3 points in the tag team. Man, this thing is so scary even without items. You don't need like a medallion or something. You just, like, punch
Radiant's
someone
middle
for,
tower
like,
is
600 or
under
700
attack.
if they don't have good armor.
Yeah, for sure.
Regeneration.
Sineko getting up to level 7 now and also looking towards that mech
Radiant's
is a
middle
scary thing.
tower
That's where
has
Chen
fallen.
is just unbelievable. You know, you're in the middle of this team fight and you pop Hand of God and mech with the Divine Favor. It's just crazy.
Dire's bottom tower is under
15
attack.
minutes. Coming out soon. Maybe a battle for the bounties. Looks like the top tier 1 going to be going down. DP with the deny. Big plays for Misha.
I mean, they've got a couple of heroes up here, but all they can really do is contest for the bounties. It's hard to really move much further versus this Timber Saw. So Malik's still doing what he's supposed to, farming while also helping to protect the interior of his territory. Are they going to rotate and try and go for something, though? They're going to get a D ward. They will catch that Sentry or Observer and Hawk, I think. Oh, no, never mind. The Observer's just outside.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. That false sense of security there. Now Charlotte they go right in on him, Doug, and they kill him before the exorcism really starts stacking up, and they can, but they've lost Saberlight as well. Quick 1-for-1. Malik jumps in for more, but not going to be able to find it. Maybe on the other side, though, Supreme, he just walks on up and goes, hey, I want this Tusk. Dream Coil used. Okay, he had to jaunt away, and that's it. Yamich is good.
That's a pretty interesting use of the DP, though. She just, like, pops the ulti straight up. Like, I guess because you're a support. Like, she knew she was going to die, I'm pretty sure. At least it was very likely, but at least you force all the focus on your hero at the start, and you're still able to help contribute enough damage to kill Saberlight and put your team in a pushing position here. So
Dire's
it
bottom
definitely worked out for
tower
Spirit.
is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The counter push bottom.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah. Tower trading.
Careful, they have Roar here, man.
He's got Blink and Blind, but there's the Roar. Knocks him back. Is this going to be enough space?
Yeah, he's good. That was really sick because they were trying to roar and follow with a stomp, right? But as long as the Sonic Wave gets out, you can guarantee that the pushback's going to stop the Centaur from following up on the Roar, and then the Beastmaster is just like stuck with his pants down. He's dead. Halberd almost done here on Duratio.
Still deathless on this CK. Now, what build did the troll end up going for? It is going to be Yasha into Basher. So not the S and Y, but kind of a similar flavor. Tier 2 items now on the horizon.
Yeah, he might be worried about a potential Manta too, just because, like, you know, if the Queen of Pain went Orchid or something, and then the Silence too, you always have to rely on that ulti. But usually only go Manta when you want to go Diffusal.
Dire's bottom tower
I mean, the
is under
Diffusal is definitely arguably good versus the Timber.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But Charlie just wants to try and hold him down. The forbidden troll item of the past.
With Shadow Poison, if you put it on multiple enemy heroes and you want to do the Shadow Poison release, you have to pop it on all
Radiant
heroes at the
are
same
scanning.
time.
Yes,
right?
it's not a target. It just
You
pop
can't
all.
do one at a time. All right, I thought so. But I'm still trying to figure out this 10 stack thing. That's the only other.
I mean, he was
suggestion
probably
I've
just
got.
throwing some poison.
Radiant's top tower is under
Maybe there were
attack.
other heroes he was hitting that were more important.
Charlie
You never
makes it
know.
out. Yeah. But confirmed, 2 stacks of 5 does substantially more damage than 1 stack of 10.
Yes.
I do know that 5 plus 5 equals 10, but in this case, there are some other variables that one must factor in. So I digress. Malik is going to grab himself an outpost here at 18 minutes.
Visibility.
I'm sure that'll get pretty bad. He's a little bit low on mana, but this is a tough kill. They'll use the coil. Maybe they can do it. Silence, reactive armor stacks up, but it just does not matter. 3-on-1. The Timber gets put down. Meanwhile, on the other side, Saberlight.
Exactly.
Get finished off with another exorcism.
Yeah, he was just being chased down. They were holding the
Dire's
Sonic
middle
Wave just in
tower
case,
is
but it
under
wasn't
attack.
necessary. He had no way out of that one. And even had to try popping the Roar, too.
I think, though, taking that trade should favor NIP a little bit. Slowing down Timber's momentum hurts him, I would say, a little more than Beastmaster, who's I mean, Primal Roar is going to happen regardless, right?
Yeah, but at least Timber has items. I don't know.
Saberlight's died a lot of times. He's 1-7-3.
Yeah, he's pretty poor. He's below Sineko now.
That's not like that was his first trip back to the fountain, let's say.
This game has wound up being a little bit more even than I anticipated. The CK is doing very well. His ulti is terrifying right now. Like, you do not want to get into a team fight with that thing because you can one-shot definitely the puck, even with like 1400 HP and 10 armor. That's a very realistic chain stun scenario without a dispel, right? Stun and silence, you are gone.
Dire are scanning.
Both sides now making movements at those tier 2s in the side lanes.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Spirit
attack.
back up already. They look at Roche.
A prize!
Worthy tribute.
And everyone's going to take their levels here as both teams control an outpost.
Woke up, movement across the map. NIP maybe looking for a pit. They'll start to converge around the pit. With Hawk and Troll, Roche has to be pretty darn tempting. You've got the vision to scout it out, and certainly the damage to kill it.
And now called Supreme over from one side of the lane to the other.
Duratio, he's going to get initiated on mid. Do they actually have the damage to kill the CK, though? 3k HP, there's the Phantasm. Now you got to think twice.
He ulted, get out. You have not committed anything. That's going to force them into the Roche pit. They have exorcism in 10 seconds, but at least now you have made the play here, right? You used coil, but you have everything else still left.
Yeah. And now you can start chipping down at these illusions. They do a lot of damage, but they also take a lot of damage.
But they're not scared. There's a Hawk in here, too.
There's the exorcism.
Dire's middle tower
NIP know they need to contest this, but it's a bit of a tall order. Roche still healthy, about half HP.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Where's the follow-up? It's not there in time. A great clock ult finishes them all. Also puts Saberlight. Now Saberlight gonna run in. He does get off the floor, but also gets disarmed. They kill the DP in the back. Now they're turning it on. He's going down pretty quick. Extra damage into Chen, but it's not enough. The Chen survives until Ergon can finish him off. Buyback on the DP. It's a 2 for 3 so far. Spirit in some trouble, but it's not over yet. Ergon able to survive. Malik still in the fray, doing a lot of damage. Puck wants to chase, but can't do it. Light definitely favoring NIP. They force the buyback. They get a gold gain. And perhaps more importantly, Roche is still standing.
Saberlight got so low there. I'm surprised he was able to get out after that roar. And now he's going to have a blink dagger soon after kind of struggling for a little bit. He has leapfrog back over top of Sineko on the Chen. Going to have a way to initiate these fights a little bit better for NIP. But yeah, we're hitting the reset button. Everyone's going to come back up. Cooldowns will largely be there. The big ones will be missing will be the Hand of God and then the DP ulti too. Depends how fast we get in there though. As you can see, neither team quite sure of themselves. NIP still scouting with the axes, and Team Spirit just holding the territory nearby on the high ground.
Generally speaking, I think good for NIP to try to break up the cadence of those big cooldowns.
They're smoking without the roar though. Bit early. You really don't want this to pop right now because you're not going to have any way of catching Ergon.
5 seconds until it's up. Maybe they were hoping he'd rotate into the jungle to farm.
Yeah, they got the read on this though. Oh, Saberlight, he found him.
Oh, there's the blink.
It's level 4 though, so he's fine.
That was perfect.
A little close. And the Queen of Pain going for the Aghanim's. So favoring a little bit of creep clear. That lower cooldown ulti. 40 seconds with a scepter.
It is really
Radiant's
nice versus
bottom
Chen.
tower
Just like,
is under
and
attack.
Beastmaster just like breaks up all these summons there in the middle of these fights. We've already seen it a couple times. They're gonna find just Sineko. This is a great pickoff for the team. No ulti to help him right now. He's silencing. And his teammates are nowhere close. They are way up top, warding and defending the top lane. So now it's Team Spirit. How fast can you Roche? You have a medallion on Yamich. You have the ulti back. It's level 2.
Dire's top
She's level
tower
12
is
on
under
the Death
attack.
Prophet. I wouldn't
Dire's structures
have her
are
games
fortified.
gone.
No, yeah, Roche is going to fall fast. I was going to say he did regen a lot, but the medallion helps so much.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Hawk
attack.
sees it, but I don't think anyone's going to get in here in time. Oh, Puck's coming, actually.
Maybe a snatch. Maybe a snatch. Charlie up on the high ground. They are
Freeze
split.
going in, dude.
DP's out of the pit. They can't kill that fast without the exorcism. It goes down. Aegis in the hands of Ergon. So workshop okay for Spirit. Now Charlie goes in. Yamich is down. They'll have to deal with things considered, this worked out pretty well for Spirit.
Wow, he took 3,000 damage on that troll. They just threw everything on him. Not able to save him there on the Chen. I'm surprised that worked out okay for Spirit, considering like nice play there to from Ergon to lap over the Roshan death with the ulti, because they knew that Supreme was probably lurking nearby because the puck wasn't in the actual team fight. They kind of chucked their supports off to the side though, and they were getting focused down. But they do keep the Aegis and have the Aghanims now complete on Ergon.
Illusion.
Dire's
I
bottom
thought
tower
moving the
is
DP
under
out of the
attack.
pit was going to be a pretty big mistake, but it broke up the team fight and actually took the pressure away from Roche so that they could finish it off without really threat of a snatch.
Yeah, could they have just done the same thing if everyone just stayed in the pit?
A prize.
It was going so fast, and then it got slowed down maybe more than they expected.
Well, that would have been my thought. Just commit to it. Use the exorcism. It's like if this is a core DP, maybe it's slightly different because you think you can get a pick. As support, you don't want to be the one focused down. They will actually just kill you, and then your ult's useless. Support DP is a different beast.
In these games where the entire net worth advantage is just in the supports right now. In fact, it's more like the cores are actually more farmed on Spirit if you look at it. It's like 8,000 supports for the Dire and almost 12,000, or actually almost 13,000 for the Radiant supports. So that pretty much is the whole gap. And that's
pretty wild that it's both supports too.
Yeah, a Blink Dagger on Era is his first item, and then moving into the Agnes after. So he's that long-range single target save. Nice blink back there from Supreme. Has to be careful about those Yule saves as a puck this game because they have the snowball. You've seen the best Tusk players are very good at that. They'll find a neutral camp nearby and then snowball right through as you come down to guarantee the catch.
They really need this Vlad's. Seneco's getting pretty close, but Troll without lifesteal doesn't really feel that good.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, they also don't have a Spirit Vessel, right? So, I mean, with the Chen heals and everything, that's already helping him a lot. I think he was just outside the Divine Favor AoE in the last fight, so he wasn't getting the big boost. But yes, the Vlads will make a big difference for sure.
I mean, I think that's the point where eventually the switch flips and Troll can kind of man up against CK. Maybe not
Radiant's
after Phantasm unless he
middle
has
tower is
Whirling
under
Axes
attack.
with the blind ready. But once Troll hits critical mass, it has a little bit of lifesteal.
Yeah, Fervor plus ulti is terrifying, as long as you get the ulti every time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Supreme
Dire's
has
bottom
no
tower
heals and
is
a
under
okay.
attack.
And he also has the Hawk Vision. He can cancel his TP if he wants. He'll let him go. Oh, did he not see him? Am I crazy? I thought that Hawk saw.
Siege Creep might still finish this off. It's going to be close.
Set.
Come on, Cardi. No, 50 HP. Meanwhile, mid. They do find the DP. Snaps the coil. Snowball. Buys him a second. Charlie in pretty deep. Timbersaw trying to repel on the other line. Now Ergon's here. Charlie has to BKB. Might be forced into a TP. It was on cooldown. Now he's going to use it. Oh, mama. They've got him.
The ecstasy.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was getting really close there.
Radiant
Again, another benefit of the Agnes. You don't have to be
fortified.
worried about just chucking it out there. Plus, of course, it's a stupid amount of damage.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle
BKB
tower is under
piercing
attack.
damage.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
And
tower
Essence Ring,
has
one of my
fallen.
favorite items in the Screen of Pain. See it a lot whenever the teams get it now because she's not super top of their pick, but it's all about that blinking.
Radiant's
You're a
middle
little bit
tower
vulnerable,
has
but the
fallen.
Essence Ring just makes you so tanky. Meanwhile, they have been split
Dire's
pushing right
bottom
now.
tower
Beastmaster
is
top,
under
Puck on the
attack.
bottom.
Radiant's middle
completely
tower
free
is
for
under
Spirit.
attack.
This is the right idea. No buyback on Troll. You don't want to use it anyway. You can only do so much to slow this down, so at least try to get some objectives.
Radiant's middle tower
Obviously, still
has
very good
fallen.
Spirit though.
Yes. Although if they don't get
Dire's
banners
top
here,
tower
how
is under
good
attack.
will they be punished?
Dire's
Start
top
things
tower
off.
has
Troll is
fallen.
back and ready to party. Silence on two. Beastmaster low. Saberlight goes down first. There's a buyback.
I sink my
Now
teeth in the
damage
light.
starting to back up.
That Aegis expires in 10 seconds, so Ergon has to be careful. He's going to TP out. Duratio going to TP out. Everyone's getting up on Misha. Oh, nice use cast though on the damage.
Pay
Alright,
attention.
to,
Get a couple out of this. Costs Saberlight's buyback and that tier 3 mid, but holding there is
and they got the tier 2 top as well.
Come back and die.
That was finished off. So pretty good stuff actually from NIP. Considering the situation, I would be very pleased.
Yeah. It is a small goal loss, but
yeah, Death Prophet makes a prediction here.
Scanning.
She just drew an arrow, and she scanned here.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, they just get inside. Nicely done.
Okay, called it.
This is where nobody stand here, please, because someone's going to throw a hawk, and then you're going to initiate it on.
Dire's structures are fortified.
There's the sentry. Okay.
Dire's middle
I like how
tower
Saberlight's
is under
itemizing,
attack.
though. He's obviously having a rough game here on the Beastmaster. He's had a lot of deaths. He picks up the Blink Dagger so he can
Dire's
still
middle
initiate.
tower
Now just looking
has
at Crimson
fallen.
Guard. A great support utility item to help keep the team alive against the CK illusions. Very smart.
They also have a Dagon, too, right? On the puck for the CK illusions.
Yes, they do.
Very nice.
Instantly
Dire's
kills
bottom
illusions.
tower is under attack.
One item.
What an item.
As I
If
go.
only you had a lot.
Worthy tribute.
Did they change Phantasm where, so it's always 3 Phantasms now? You don't get the dice roll for the +1?
That is correct.
Okay.
I know. Slowly, he's being worn down, you know?
The chaos factor is being brought down.
Yeah.
Dire's
Next thing you know,
tower is under attack.
The pole and the stun will be fixed, too.
Oh, Misha initiated on. But does have some friends nearby. NIP with superior numbers. The Dagon, they might have enough damage just to burst it. Misha as the full fight breaks out. Charlie in the middle of the game takes the water spot. Pops the ult, life steals back up, but the Timber Saw is delivering so much damage. They lost the shield. He's going to buy back and pop it. But now the Beastmaster's gone down. This is not NIP's fight. Charlie trying to stick around as long as he can. Might find the kill onto Yamich. You'll Scepter breaks it up. They'll kill him as he comes back down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh my god, Supreme!
Wow. Back up.
Oh, dude.
It did not take a prophet to see that come.
Not worth.
Well, Spirit got there fast, and a big fight for them. 2 buybacks were used, 1 on each side. It's about a 3K swing. And pretty much levels out that advantage that NIP had picked up.
Looking to punish Seneko here, too. He does get the debuff of the pendants.
Radiant's
Look at
top
that tower
tower
just
is
slaying
under
Ergon.
attack.
All right. Slowing things down a little bit. I guess the one upside is that there's no Exorcism and no Phantasm.
Radiant's
high
top
ground
tower
push.
is under
That
attack.
fight is so weird, too, though. It's like, it all starts with them jumping onto the DP, and then she just buys back, and Supreme had used, like, everything. He, like, committed on the DP, and then he blinked back and coiled just the Queen of Pain, and then he was just stuck after phase shifting in the middle of an ulting CK, and
Radiant's
Sonic
top
Wave just
tower
lapped
is
over
under
top of him,
attack.
and he just got obliterated.
Yeah.
Because, and then he had to, like, dish back out of the fight, and then he comes back and then dies anyway.
High ground we go. Without the ulties, the siege is actually really slow. They don't finish off the melee, and now the fight. Another good ult from Ergon. I'll finish off Saberlight again. Charlie will kill Misha. That's a dieback there. Ratio comes in, drops the stun onto Seneko. Goes Scepter, has a dieback there. Wasn't able to use the mech.
He's got ulti if he's mana. 10 more mana.
Radiant's
wanna
middle
commit,
tower
but
is
it's only
fallen.
range.
This is side lane. They're going to find another kill, it looks like. Gets the defensive disruption. Charlie pops the ult, trying to live, but disarm stops the lifesteal. Duratio gets down low. Charlie falls. NIP picked apart the
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
These tier 2s standing. Do you go for the win here?
Do they have a good read on the buybacks? I'm trying to remember if the troll one.
Radiant's middle
I
barracks
remember who's
has
even
fallen.
shown their buyback. I don't think
So
troll
troll,
showed, right?
Yeah, troll is just a gold issue.
Yeah, they know though.
Radiant's
They may
middle tower
force it.
is under attack.
No Exorcism, no Phantasm.
Oh god, it just takes so long.
I don't think they can end. Yeah, they're doing the same thing. They're like, well, good idea, boys, but not quite. And now Blink out on CK.
Let's go spend our thousands of gold instead, and win this game instead of potentially throwing.
If they had Exorcism and the CK illusions, I think they could have done it for sure. Without those, their push actually is not that good.
Now, Team Spirit have not won a game in a while. They won one game 12 days ago, lost the series. The last time they won a series was 13 days ago. So, they're on a slump. And then before that, they won a couple a few days before. They won 2 series in the past 21 days.
So what you're saying is if NIP turn this around, Spirit will be so demoralized
Yeah.
that there's no way we're going to a game 3. Okay, I got it. So when
They really
NIP
need to win.
hold off Megas, and we see a repeat of game 1 of the Secret Series. Well, they're certainly playing well.
I mean, there have been several games where I've seen some of these players just like perform excellently, especially Aragon. I feel like he's looked really good in a lot of games. And Duratio too. I think he's also very strong.
They did a good job deflecting like the early pressure away from the CK. And once he gets kind of ahead like this is where CK feels really dominant. He's just scary. He's got crazy HP, crazy damage.
Oh, look at that. You see that? You see that courier fly over a ward? And then stop? I hate couriers.
I hate you, courier.
They always give away smokes. Not that it would have mattered. Well, it might have mattered because then they all ran into the trees and were ready for it, so perhaps.
Yeah, Trent. Aren't you glad that
Tusk got his dragon scale? Yeah.
Never in a pub game now you have to argue about somebody buying the courier. Do you remember those days? Remember how miserable that was? You want to be support?
I play 5. I don't care.
You want to buy some boots first and some greedy items, and then your mid's all upset? You don't want pub games getting ruined by a damn courier. Now, CK, he's on the backside. And they might kill him before the BKB comes to effect. He does pop it anyway. That was an 8-second BKB. And, dude, Saberlight, look at that.
I love Saberlight, dude. He's such a tipper.
What up, Duratio? It's just like, yo, what were you doing there, Dom?
I'm surprised no one's killing that courier that's under the hawk. Maybe it's just outside vision, actually. It just moved. They instantly smoke up here. There is a sentry and obs down here, but they're going to catch Aragon in the river, and that is a lot of damage.
Finds one, the snowball save. And Aragon's fine. DP uses the exorcism. Might be a little premature. Yamich is going to go down regardless. They actually want to play into Misha. Supreme says yes. They jump in. Blade Bell gets used. Buyback now from Duratio. NIP
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Supreme maybe
Dire's
left
bottom tower is
They turn him into a little piggy, and then he gets crit down.
Oh my god, he didn't even need the ulti, dude. He just one-tapped him.
Roast bacon.
Into the pit. Now, they don't see this hawk, but Roche kills it. Not the best placement there, unfortunately.
Exorcism just now finishing up. That sure is a lot of CKs.
I'll tell you what. All right, courier play. Gonna go for the cheese snag here.
All right, let's see it. Uh-oh, Misha's right there. They're looking. It's a good time to look at Radiant versus Dire Vision Observer if you got the hotkeys. Let's see, can they snipe the cheese?
Whose courier is it? Snakeo's.
Here we go. And Courier missed it. Courier lives.
Oh no, he's
Radiant's courier
Oh,
has
the
been
spider
killed.
legs.
Spider on spider action. Bottom lane though. Saberlight's gonna blink in, catches the roar on Yamich. He doesn't blink the right way.
And then pretty easy kill. Trolls down with the roots, pops the BKB. They're gonna try to deal with this though. Misha's here alongside Malik, TP out from Saberlight. And already put it out.
What? Did you just see what happened?
The world.
Duratio blinked for it. He threw his stun, but then he pulled the Beastmaster so that the stun was moving.
Oh my god, he displaced his own Chaos Bolt.
And then it had to like turn around and try and chase him. What the heck?
That
was so weird looking.
It's really slow. It's kind of like Magic Missile. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker.
That looked so strange.
I didn't even register what I saw at first. That was very weird. Okay, Seneko now. This Hex proving quite worth it, although a Dark Troll Summoner gets him between Snare and the other side. Magnets coming into play. Bring down Misha.
Stay near.
Say hello to 2 Demonic Purges. All of a sudden, his damage output is big. BKB ratio. They want Seneko all heal. Not going to save him. 1 for 1, both without buyback.
I love these ulti pops. That's a long cooldown. Aragon on the hunt for Saberlight. He's popped a smoke here. I thought maybe he had like ninja gear or something. I had to double check. So it was a pretty greedy smoke to pop this far out, but he also has the gems. So he doesn't want. Oh no, never mind. He does have ninja gear. It's just in his backpack. Okay. I was really confused for a second there. That'll be the next one to get nerfed. take the ninja gear off and you're going to lose the buff, just like the illusionist cape.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
feel like the Chen Aghanims needs a rework also. Does anybody really care about taking ancient creeps? I don't think that build is a thing.
I don't know. It
Radiant's
still seems to be
bottom
item
tower
go for
is
it.
under attack.
So,
I'd rather it just lower cooldown on the Hand of God again.
yeah, but that's boring. Dude, we want new cool stuff, don't we?
Sorta.
Radiant's bottom
I don't know,
tower
I guess
has
Chen
fallen.
gets banned so much, I don't get to see them that often, but I don't see the Ags too much. All these other utility items feel so much better.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
How about you can
attack.
exchange his mount for, and then he gains the abilities of a different, like a buffed up ability of a creep. So, like,
He's
then he
flying on a
mounts
dragon.
Yeah, he mounts a frost ogre and he gets like a jacked up version of the ice armor. Ice frog? Huh?
Dude, now
Now we're talking.
Now that is an Aghanim's idea.
Now, what if you ride the Hellbear Smasher and the Thunderclap becomes like the size of Ravage?
So now the only problem with that is what do you do with your awesome Chem mounts like the gorilla here?
He just follows behind you.
He becomes a pet.
Yeah, it's like WoW or something.
Well, it's like the CM dog. You just get this little gorilla on the ground.
He just starts
and-
barking and jumping around
Dire's
everywhere.
courier
Dude,
has been
I
killed.
like that.
All right, there we go. Figured it out, guys.
I can see Chen riding the Thunder Lizards. Speaking of Thunder
Saberlight?
Lizards, Saberlight is gonna be chilling in the grave. He did. Again. I can't help but remark at how amazing Spider Legs is on TK.
It's just like there's certain heroes that have the stick to you problem, right? And Spider Legs just fixes it. Like I think of Razor. I mean, Sven hasn't been very popular since neutral items came out, but I can imagine Sven being kind of the same thing, you know?
I mean, dude, this is how good Spider Legs are. They have a Minotaur horn. And he's like, nah, DP, you can have that. I'll stick with the legs, thanks.
Yeah.
Minotaur horn is plus 20 strength. That sounds pretty good for CK. He makes illusions.
That was nice of you.
That's how good Spider Legs are, bud.
Well done, my beauties.
Radiant's
Just been
top
running
tower
these past
is
couple
under
team
attack.
fights. They just get that one big blow up, and that's it. And it's so easy to push
Radiant's
now with
top
the
tower
CK so
has
jacked
fallen.
up. Speaking of jacked up, Ergon is level 26 on this Queen of Pain now. 7, 2, and 14. It's protected by a Lincoln's, a Shiva,
Radiant's
a Yule's,
top tower
and a
is under
Cheese.
attack.
Very hard to bring down right now.
Radiant
And
structures
a
are
ton of
fortified.
damage to slap it.
Dire's structures
Glyph.
are
That'll
fortified.
clear out this creep wave, or no, it won't. The Dire counter glyph themselves.
And look at the ratio. They know though. I think they pinged them. Yeah, the
Radiant's
orb's
top
coming
tower
through. They can
is
trap
fallen.
him there, but he's got the BKB.
Radiant's top tower is
Gonna
under
go
attack.
run it in. They want the DP. Snowball save. That breaks up the BKBs. Arrow falls. Saber Leg goes down as well. Fireworks. It's just getting ripped apart. Does use the blind. Still sustaining, but now stunned without the
Dire's
BKB.
middle
Not
tower
nearly
is
as
under
scary.
attack.
Charlie does have the buyback, but NIP takes big time losses here. Now Saber Leg on the defensive. They're pushed back.
Radiant's
One
top
tier
barracks are
fours.
under attack.
Spirit now.
Sonic Wave. There's no
Alex cooldowns.
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting a little worrisome.
Sonic Wave's back though. It's a short cooldown. It's been more than 40 seconds. Luck jumps in the back line. At some point, NIP have to kill something, but this timber is just too big. That's a dieback now for Era.
Radiant's top
That was
barracks
a lot
are
to kill
under
him, though.
attack.
That took like basically everything they had left, right? Like that's a Blink Stun and a Sonic Wave. You gotta think NIP can fight now.
Radiant's
At least
top
if they
barracks
have any hope, it's now.
Damage themselves. Saberlight gonna get
Radiant's top barracks
Hex
are under
on
attack.
Malik. Worth its weight being gone.
Radiant's top barracks is fallen.
That's what you spend it on.
That's true. All right. That's a bad saying for Dota. This Hex from the Timbersaw is working out brilliantly, Trent. I don't know if there's a better item he could have purchased.
Well said.
Oh, Dream Coil on 3 from Supreme. Charlie's here. BKB on.
Oh, he missed the base.
No difference. It will be. That's going to be a buyback on the puck, but now he's silenced.
All right.
Brings the tusk
Sparring
with
is
him.
done. We fight for
Yes,
peace.
the GG is coming.
Radiant's bottom
Spirit.
tower has
They
fallen.
take the big W in an impressive showing.
Dire victory.
Final CK pick in the clutch. Dude, Chaos Knight look good.
They did. They synced up really well. He had a great like I don't know how to say it. Like, his presence in team fights was better than a lot of CKs. I feel like that's the main issue we have when CK gets picked these days.